I've got about 15 recruiters that work for me, and we started this business just last August with me and one other person. So we're actually kind of hiring nonstop at this point. But I asked them on a team call here just the other day of what are some of the reasons why, because what we do with the blue collar recruiter is, we're helping clients find these home run hitters, right? And of course, the best ones are working for somebody today, right? Most of them, we don't do a lot of postings. It's really just headhunting, right? It's headhunting for skilled trades, and it's turning over every stone, and it's finding resumes, and it's finding through, every means possible. But when we do talk to them, a lot of them are just happy where they are, and they don't want to go anyplace, or they have all kinds of different reasons. But the ones that are good and they're eager to either stay where they are or they're eager to leave, it's a pretty consistent theme across what my team hears and it probably no surprises here, but time, right? I think more than ever, time and flexibility, as aggravating as it is as a business owner, because you need your people to work when it's busy, right? And you need them there for on call and weekends and all these kinds of things. If you give them their time off and you give them some flexibility, they will stay longer. That's their number one issue whenever someone's leaving, is they're working them way too hard, or on the other side of it, there's not enough work in some cases, right? So giving, the promise of that kind of work. Secondly, and this is really just the human component of, really the next three are very much the same, right? The responsiveness and communication of the owners and the leadership of the organization, that they feel that there's a direction of where the business is going, that they're a part of it, that they understand, here's where that business is today and here's where it's going. It might sound silly, and these guys probably have a look on their face like they don't care, but they really do. And a lot of them, we hear that a lot, that they lack direction, and the leadership just doesn't communicate with them, and sometimes the ownership. Appreciation and opportunity. So this goes a long way. It's, sometimes, we have money fifth, and not that money's not important, but for the most part, the money isn't that different from business to business to business. It's not usually that the top four is what we hear more than anything else. The appreciation for the work they do, the appreciation for the family, the appreciation and, the opportunities to expand, right? Most of these people get into it to pay, to take care of their families, to pay for their boats and their snowmobiles and all these different things. But they also want to know that there's an opportunity in a lot of cases, in the horizon, to be a supervisor or a manager or something else, right? So, and sometimes even if they are there, it's just letting them know that these exist, right? So it really goes back to that first word of communication. And then money and security, so this is one, and we've got clients literally in almost every state now, and we have a lot of different perspectives of how people get paid. And, there's hourly plus spiffs and bonuses. There's new comp or piece rate or commission or performance pay. There's a lot of different ways. For the most part, if you ask me, a lot of the businesses do some sort of a performance pay, or at least an hourly plus a spiff or bonus or something like that. And all of it is okay. But I think what these guys look for more than anything else is a sense of security, that no matter how busy they are or when they're training or whatever, that there's some sort of bottom, right? So if you're doing and I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I hear, is if you're doing a performance pay only, right, giving them some sort of a security blanket where there's no cap on the top side, but you won't make any less than this, right? So that they know that even if it's, they have a bad week, they're still going to come home with a paycheck, right? Those kinds of things, at least in the beginning, to prove itself out. And I hope that makes sense, but because I like the idea of performance pay, but a lot of these guys, 50% of them just don't understand it, right? So, and until they see it for themselves, they're apprehensive to even try it, right? There's too much at stake.